It's Friday. You've got to get down on Friday. That's a law. It's a rule. It's Friday. For God's sakes. Anyhow, as we always do, live trivia starts now, 7 o'clock. We are here. Where are you? My name's Keith. This is brought to you by Another Wasted Hour, a podcast that I have. You can get it at all of your podcast outlets. You know the gist. Anywhere you go get a podcast, this one's free. Go download it. It's a lot of fun. There's some trivia, some news, and things like that. We're not doing it right now because we're doing this instead. Trivia.
Do-do-do-do.
And guess what? We have our first point of the night. Melissa has the first point. Congratulations. She did it with a question mark. Sometimes you've got to come in with, just say I'm first. And
you got to come in hot.
Yeah, she came in tentatively I don't want to maybe I'm not, and then I'll feel silly if I say it. But you shouldn't feel silly because you are absolutely correct. You were first. So welcome. Heather's here. Danny's here. That's good. 5 people already trickling in. Gotta go share it. Let's go share it. The first thing we do every single time. Everybody, you get this opportunity as well. So let's make sure we do this. Oh, Caitlin, you're here. That's nice.
Hello.
Steam has also joined us. Doing the share thing.
I have something to share with you.
Oh, okay. What would you like to share with me?
I'm on this stream. It's called Another Wasted Hour.
Yeah.
And we do trivia and comedy. And I think you'd really enjoy it. So you should show up.
I should. You know what? Because you've done that, you get 1 point.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that we started this week. I've done the share. I've shared it twice. Once
you
on
get a point.
My feed and once in my story.
You can get 2 points.
And so I don't know that it shows me both of those or not. But anyhow, the way it works, right? I put the answer up there. I didn't mean to. First question's already up there. You know what? That's fine. You all get you get extra time for the first question. I didn't mean to have it up there, but that's there. So here are the ways you can get points. First, if you come in and you yell first in the chat or you question it, you're the first person into the chat to say first. You get a point. Melissa gets a point tonight. If we ask a question, we put 60 seconds on the clock. If in that 60 seconds you get the correct answer, then you get a point. If you're the first person to get that answer correctly, which you can see down below coming in, I'm not going to be able to go to the full chat version because today is also a
Free for all Friday.
Yeah, Free for All Friday, which I'll put the link in just a moment. Okay, so don't freak out too much. But if you were the first person to chat put your answer in the chat and it is correct, you get a bonus point. So you get 2 points for that one. Finally, if you share the show, when at the end of the show, I'm going to go in and look at the shares there at the top. Right now it says 2 shares. I think they're both mine, but I could be wrong. If you share the show, at the end of the show, we're going to go through and give a point to everybody that's shared. If you share it more than once, you get more than 1 point and as many shares as you'd like. That's up to you. All right. So those are all ways that you can make points. There is one other option if you do not want to participate in a question because you don't know the answer and you're embarrassed to guess, or you just want to add to the entertainment of the show itself. Then what you can do is go for a style point, and that is an answer that you think is just going to make Caitlin over there chuckle.
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, so she gives out style points. You don't get any for those, but for the regular points, then what happens is we're going to ball those up at the end, put them all together. You get all these internet points. You get bragging rights. You can have an acceptance speech at the end. But at the end of the week, all right? The end of the week, if you have the most points, you will win a t-shirt. T-shirt! There you go. Yeah, so I know you're all confused because there's already a question on the screen. That was my mistake. I had to revamp everything because before we had 2 people and then we also had the question up in the corner there. And then I realized, well, we've got more people now because it's Free for All Friday. We got to show them on the show, right? So I had to figure out where to put the chat. You guys like the chat. I need to figure out where to put the free-for-all, folks. I had to put us up there, obviously, right? And then, last but not least, I had to figure out where to put the question. And the question I put in the middle there. And then I just left it there by accident because I didn't switch it around right. So you get a little extra time for that one. We have not started yet, but we can because there's 13 people in the chat now. So if you want, go and put your answer in the chat. 60 seconds on the clock. Obviously, what is the first question?
What drink did Johann Sebastian Bach love so much that he wrote a cantata for it?
That's true. That is it. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna go put the what is it? The chat. I need the chat itself. Or sorry, the meeting itself, so that people can join the meeting. That is what we need. So copying that, and then great. So that's going into the chat right now, everybody. If you would like to join the meeting, it is there now for your pleasure. You can come in and be a part of the show. It's a free-for-all Friday. Everybody gets to be on the show, and no one is removed. This is going to get crazy. There's a chance this is going to go nuts, everybody. And but here is the chance. So time is up. Your 60 seconds has elapsed. Let's see.
Shout out to Christina. I like this jacket too. It's a very way too big hoodie, but I really like the color.
Yes. We've got people who answered earlier, but I think that that's cheating, right? I feel like we didn't start the question.
When you put up the question, you didn't say like, but don't answer yet. So I don't think that is cheating.
You don't think it's cheating? You think whoever answered at the beginning is the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. This could make it a fun game as well, where not only does the first person who says first get it, we put the question up way early, and they could get 2 points from that as well. Well, I don't know. We're innovating. We're innovating right now as we speak.
It's Friday. We do what we want.
We do what we want. Karen's already on. This is great. Now, I just want to point out to people real quick, all right? The meeting, the Zoom meeting, is in real time. Just something to think about. The Zoom meeting, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all of them, 10 or 15 seconds behind, right? The Zoom meeting, immediate, right? It happens like in less than a second. So if you're trying to get those 2 extra points, if you want the bonus point, you might want to consider being a part of the show. I'm just saying. You may want to check it out because you're going to get an unfair advantage by being on the Zoom meeting. I'm not telling you how to run your life. I'm not saying what your strategy isn't going to work, right? I'm just telling you, technologically speaking, you're going to know the questions before everyone else. Now, we're not broadcasting the questions to the Zoom meeting, right? They're on the screen, so you don't see them. But as soon as Caitlin reads them, the Zoom meeting's going to hear them. So there's just an unfair advantage you may want to think about. So let's take a look at the answers that we had. Tom says it's onion juice.
Style point, Tom.
Style point. Danny says coffee. I would say that I would probably make a cantata to coffee. Right? I feel like a lot of people would. Caffeine. Just caffeine in general.
Yeah, you don't like coffee.
But just caffeine. If I could just take the caffeine out. Absinthe, says Melissa. Shaggy says he doesn't have enough style. So I think he's bowing out of the style points. Karen says, what if I want to keep you both for myself?
Here we are.
Hey, how's it going? Did we say we were going to give away to other people? Oh, she's on the meeting all by herself. And so, it's smart for Karen to be the only one there. She's totally going to win tonight.
Karen's very clever.
Yeah, very clever.
Karen is drunk.
Yay, Karen!
Yay, drunk Karen!
I am the reason the rum is gone.
Cheers to you, Karen.
Yeah, that's what you should do on a Friday. I like it. Oh, Danny has joined as well. Uh-oh, Karen's got competition. All right, let's take a look. Where were we at? We said Heather said coffee. Robert said coffee. Shaggy went with rum. Trey said coffee. Christina says vodka. Karen, absinthe. Steam goes with go-go juice. I don't know what go-go juice is.
Why would you juice your own brother?
I know. Trey also says that YouTube is apparently quite ahead of Facebook. Look, we're learning about everything here. So right now, YouTube a little bit ahead of Facebook, right? And the Zoom meeting way ahead of everything. But you could run this any way you want, right? There's so many ways you could play the game.
It's a crazy show.
That's why it's a free-for-all Friday. It's complete bedlam. What is the actual answer for our first?
It's
question?
coffee.
It's coffee. Ah, somebody got in early.
Danny
see.
got in early.
Danny. Ah, 2 points for Danny. Missed the first point. She came in third. She thought she might be first, but she came in third.
It happens.
Heather came in second. Melissa got the first point.
Melissa got first.
Got in first for coffee. And then some other people also got points. Heather
I got
it.
Robert, Trey, and Heather.
Yeah, that was great. I wouldn't have guessed that, but you know what? That's a good. It's a very popular drink.
I
So
fucking love coffee,
it
so
makes
I
sense.
would love ballads to coffee. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you really? All right. So let's see. Let's go with our second question.
Second question: what order of mammals has the most species?
All right. What order of mammals has the most species? 60 seconds on the
This is
clock.
a complicated question. You have to know what an order is.
Now, the tricky thing is the folks who are in the Zoom meeting, the people who are on the show right now, although they hear the question sooner, they're not seeing the question sooner, and they still have to actually answer in the Facebook chat,
Yes.
right? Or YouTube or wherever.
Because there's literally no way that I would be able to keep track of people actually saying things out loud and writing things.
Yes, exactly. So it all still has to go there. All right. So let's see. What do we got? We've got some good guesses. Oh, good guesses. Let's see. Karen goes with baby fluffy bunny kisses.
Style point for Karen.
I'm really enjoying Drunk Karen. I'm really happy that Drunk Karen is here.
Me too.
Drunk Karen agrees.
Yeah, Drunk Karen also agrees. That's good. Oh, we have a member of Balls Camp who has joined us. Hello there. Sherry Berry.
Hey, I'm much more subdued today. Not as much drinks.
Well, Karen is taking over for you. Let's see.
Drunk Karen meets sobered up Sherry.
Yeah, there you go. This is great. You're passing the torch. I like this. This is a thing. On every Free-for-All Friday, somebody's got to be drunk. We should make a new rule. You pass
And it
it
should
around.
not be me.
It should not be you. Danny went with mice, ? William. So Shaggy said
Good
birds.
guess.
Trey rodentia. Bats. We got 2 bats, Stephen and Kristen. Jenny went with dogs. Melissa also went with rodents. So good answers overall. Time's up. So those are all the answers I think that we have. Let's see. Well, I don't know if time had already elapsed, but that's all the ones I'm seeing anyway. We got 15 people now who are hanging out with us. Thanks for showing up.
2 of them are us.
They are, but we've got some people at YouTube and on Twitch. Welcome. And so if you are just joining us, we're doing some live trivia. We do this at 7 o'clock every night. You can join us live. And then to answer questions, you just put them in the chat and we'll give you points. So what was the correct answer for question number 2?
So we had some good guesses. We had some guesses that were too specific and are not orders, though.
Not orders, because you needed an order.
Right.
Not to be confused with a phylum or a species.
Or a genus.
Or a genus or a kingdom.
You almost got all of them. Good job, babe.
Yeah.
The actual answer is rodents, which means Trey got it first. Mice and bats are rodents, but that's too specific.
All right. Well, there we go. We've learned. Not only are we doing trivia, but we're learning things right now.
Learning biology, y'all.
That's really important, right? This is basically like homeschooling. We're homeschooling you. You're
Good job.
welcome. Yeah. All right. So
I had Trey with the double point. And then Melissa got a point.
Yeah. Rodents or rodentia. Both are
Both are fine.
fine.
Yep.
Then yeah, Trey gets a double. Melissa gets a point.
Oh, Danny. Danny got a D in biology.
Oh no!
I didn't do that great in biology, because I didn't enjoy it.
Right.
But I had this high school biology teacher. Man, I can't remember her name, but I remember her face. And she was amazing. If you got on her good side, you got an A. That was just the end of the story. You could watch her grade papers. She would look at the top to see whose paper it was and then make a series of marks on it very, very quickly and write a grade at the top. And that was it. That was the whole thing. So I experimented throughout the year, like a sociology experiment. I pissed her off sometimes and I got worse grades. And then sometimes I sucked up to her and asked her questions after class and then I got A's. I once wrote we were supposed to be writing about cell structure, and I wrote an entire paragraph on a test about how much I love giraffes, and I got an A. Because she wasn't actually reading it.
Right. So what you're saying is that you basically did an experiment on your teacher.
On my science teacher.
Who knows how to do experiments.
Yeah.
And she didn't catch on to it.
Nope.
Well, so we found out, so the Achilles heel of Danny. Danny knows basically everything in the world except biology.
Biology, not so good.
Yeah. All right, so this is good. So now...
We've got you now, Danny.
I feel like the chat's going to just be full of people being like, could we have more biology, please? I feel like we have a fighting chance.
How about chemistry? How do you feel about chemistry, Danny?
Let's see. All right, for Earth Science, though, my professor got me a cute tutor. I got a C+ in that one. Full letter grade power up just from a cute tutor. Do you think if it had been an ugly tutor, your grade would have gone down? You would have been like, oh my God, this is terrible. Oh, they have 3 eyes.
Yes, that's true, Trey. I did socially engineer my grades. And
Yeah.
then I ended up in the career that I ended up in. Imagine that.
He does security and social engineering. All right. So once again, so I've pinned the comment there into the Facebook chat. If you want to join the show tonight, you can do that. Just click on the Zoom link, and that will get you in, so you can be a part of it. And again, I'm just saying, there is an advantage because the Zoom folks hear the question first.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
just letting you know, there's like a 10 or 15 second delay. So there's going to be extra points probably in the Zoom room. Trey was able to overcome that, I'm just saying, which is impressive. Is very impressive. He overcame that. But let's go on to our third question.
Third question. What is the world's third most populous country?
What is the world's third most populous country? We've been a little more specific here. 60 seconds on the clock because last night, I think it was, we went with biggest city. 2 nights ago, biggest city. And people were a little perturbed by the fact that that we had biggest city.
I fixed it.
Yeah. When it was actually, we wanted the most populous city and not the most largest city by area. We want it by population. So this time, we're looking for the most populous country.
Populous is a really weird word when you look at it.
Yeah, no, it is. It's, yeah, it seems like a children's toy. Right? Like it's that,
Populous.
yeah. Like, hey kids, go get your populuses and we're going to go play a game. Stop putting the populace in your mouth. Do not put the populace in your mouth. Which is actually a really good lesson when you grow up, too. Just in general, you shouldn't put the entire populace in your mouth.
Don't put the populace in your mouth.
Yeah, that's what we've learned. Basically, this whole viral issue is people putting the populace in their mouth.
Yikes.
Yeah, and so don't do that. Do not put the populace in your mouth. All right. 60 seconds is up. Let's take a look at the answers. Let's see. Would have been even better, less distraction. Sherry she has a good point. That if it had been an ugly tutor, really focus on the facts. Sherry went with the United States. The United States. Trey went with the United States as well. Karen goes with Brazil. Oh, Nia has joined us.
Hey, Nia.
Hello, Nia, with India. That's a very strong answer, I feel like. United States, also from Shaggy and Melissa and Danny, all United States. Steven went with India. Trey said huge drop off from 2 to 3. So 2 way up high, and then way down from there is what it sounds like. Cherry says, "Do not let the populace touch your vulva, your
uvula.
Uvula.
This thing.
My
My dad doesn't have one of those. Sometimes they make him say ah and wiggle the little stump where his uvula is supposed to be.
Oh, that's
He
very-
does it.
Yeah. That's very sad, I think. Papa now.
Oh my God, there's a unicorn.
There's a unicorn.
Look
What?
at your screen.
There's a unicorn. Oh, yeah, we've got a unicorn on the show, everybody. An appearance of a unicorn. Last time we had a free-for-all Friday, we had ducks.
Yep.
Ducks made it on. Now we have a unicorn and a drunk Karen. This is the best Friday.
Best
This
Friday.
Is so great.
Best of all the Fridays.
So fantastic. Let's see what I don't know what apapanao means. Danny, what did you mean by apapanao?
It sounds like you're trying to mix together Apocalypse Now and just squish it together into a children's toy.
Yeah.
Yes!
I was.
I got it.
Apocalypse Now, the children's toy.
I've spent too much this week reading Revelation. I'm sorry. I'm in
That's totally
I'm
fine.
in Desperia mode right now.
I'm just happy I figured it out. I feel really smart now.
Yeah, Danny says we could inject the
like a
populace
puzzle.
into our skin, though. That's fine. Trey says 1.4 billion, 1.3 billion, 330 million.
Damn.
Those are the top 3. I don't think any of those. I feel like none of those are the United States. Maybe third. I feel like the United States may be third. Maybe? I don't know.
I'll never tell until you ask me to tell you the answer.
Oh my God, please tell me the answer.
The United States of America.
No! Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
China, India, U.S.
China, India. Oh, we went with third. Oh, yeah. No, that's right. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking most populous.
Oh.
And then we're definitely not the most populous. So third most populous.
No.
No.
But that would be a really American thing to do, to be like, we're number 1.
Yeah. No, I was like India and China. I wouldn't have known what order they were in. I wasn't sure that United States was third, but India and China were 1 and 2.
China's basically number 1 because they're densely populated evenly over a larger landmass than India.
Right. They're less densely populated, but they're giant.
But
Right.
still very densely populated.
Yeah.
Over
India's
large
super
swaths of that
densely
area.
populated, small. Because they're smaller than the United States, I think.
Right.
Right, by land mass. But just a huge amount of people. And then the United States is like a bunch of people here, a bunch of people here, and then just wheat. Like that's
corn thrown in for vitamins.
which is what China is too, because China's like a bunch of people here, and then like then it's just like nothing, right, in the middle of the country, right? Isn't it? It's like there's not a lot going on in the central.
The
bit.
Mongolias are,
Yeah,
yeah,
That
inner
area-
and outer Mongolia are a little more sparse.
yeah, that's just like ice.
But the cities are bonkers.
Yeah, right. The cities are bunkers. Okay. Well, cool. So the first person who got it in, who would have guessed here?
Ray.
No!
What?
Sherry.
I'm sorry, Sherry. It was Sherry. And I even marked 2 points on my thing. And I'm sorry. I was thinking of the rodent question.
You tried to steal points from
I'm
Sherry.
sorry, Sherry Berry. Please don't be mad at me. I
Just
love you.
Rude. My goodness. Trey came in really close second, though. I mean, 4 seconds afterwards.
I'm
And-
getting a bunch of missed messages in the Facebook chat that I'm now seeing in the stream chat, and
Oh.
it's like super fucking annoying. I don't know how you've been dealing with that.
I know. I was just making it work. But yeah, so this is Sherry, Trey, Shaggy, Melissa, Danny. Those look like all the USAs that I've got.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Trey says it wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. Very honest, Trey.
Yeah.
You get a Keith Nickel for being honest.
Keith Knickel. All right, so we're on to question number 4, I believe.
We're on to question number 4, which is, who was the most recent president with facial hair? Like
right.
while he was president.
Wow. rather than when he was born? Is that like what's the other?
Well, like in retirement, perhaps Carter got a little shaggy.
Well, that's a good question, right? Because the other way that you could have taken this, 60 seconds on the clock, by the way.
BT dubs.
Yeah, would be if they're still like, which is the one that died most recently with facial hair, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
That's
if
not
you're-
the question.
If they're still alive with facial hair, they're the most
It's
recent.
while they were president.
And then backwards, you'd be like, oh, well, Taft died most recently, and he had facial hair at the time. So,
Yeah.
no, that would be interesting. I would also think, I wonder, like, right now if that changes, because so many are in quarantine, they may not be shaving. But no, we're looking for just people who had facial hair while they were president. And just for the people who don't realize it, we're talking about the United States.
Sad update.
Yeah.
The internet in Ravenstall Manor keeps crashing, so Nia has been kicked out of trivia.
No! Oh, style point. Oh my goodness, that is sad. I feel like I would cut somebody if the internet went out in this house.
And I'm the only one available, so let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, you better make sure you reset the router. No, I would call Verizon and be like, hey, there's a problem with the internet. Can I just swing by real quick? And then be like, what? Why would you need to come here? It's like, you'll know when I get there.
I'm gonna definitely cut a bitch. Where are you?
Yeah, where are you? I just need an address real quick. I know I'm supposed to be socially distancing, but I'm going to socially distance a knife into your back.
Yeah.
No, I would be so upset by that. Let's take a look at the answers.
Real talk, I haven't been doing my job and paying attention to what people are
That's
answering.
okay. That's all right. We'll go through. Let's see. Trey says, I'm rich. He's rich. I don't know why he's rich.
Good for you.
Good. I'm really good. Danny comes in first with Taft. Sherry Berry says Roosevelt. Shaggy says Bill Clinton. Steam went with Teddy Roosevelt. Trey said Taft. How did I say Taft randomly? If that's true, I'm going to freaking freak out. I just randomly picked that. There's no way that's right. There's no way that is correct. Melissa says Teddy Roosevelt. Dodds on Nia's point. Dibs. Dibs on Nia's point. Now that makes a lot of sense.
It makes way more sense when you say dibs, not Dodds.
Trey says because of the Keith Nickel. It's a K. It's Knickel. It's not
It's
nickel.
a nickel.
It has to start with K. It has to match.
Otherwise, it's fraudulent currency.
Yeah.
We're on
Oh, my
to you,
goodness.
Trey.
Trey making up Keith Nichols.
Calling the Secret Service.
Yeah. He's going to end up spelling Keith starting with N is what he's going to start doing. Just to piss me off. I see through you. All right, what was the correct answer?
It's fucking Taft. You
No!
said the answer out loud.
What?
You probably saw it when I wrote out the questions for you.
I didn't read any of the answers. I just copied and pasted
You
the questions.
subliminally read the answers.
No, Taft is basically like my go-to ridiculous president.
Do you like my poker face, though? Because when you
Yeah.
said Taft out loud, the inside of me was like, you fucking dick.
Damn it! Trey, I see what you did there. I would probably not say that because it gets awfully close to another word. Just saying, this is a family show. Do not put the populace in your mouth. All right?
Don't
Trey?
do it. So I got Danny first with the double. I got Trey. I didn't
Yeah.
see anyone else.
No, that is true. I wonder if they actually knew or if they just went off the fact that I said Taft and they were like, sure.
Well, it's Trey and Danny, so they probably knew.
There's a good chance.
They're
of
very
that.
smart.
Sherry says she's hedging her bets. What are you hedging your bets on? What did you hedge your bets on?
You're allowed to talk.
Sherry, you can talk. What did you hedge your bets on?
She-
I didn't know which Roosevelt, so I just said Roosevelt.
Oh.
You like just all the Roosevelts?
What's good?
It's an Adams. One of the
Adams.
Some Adam. Probably an Adam or a Roosevelt.
Yeah.
A Bush, perhaps?
Any bush.
It's an Adam or a Roosevelt or a Bush. I feel like pretty strongly one of those three is pretty
Definitely one of
likely.
the six.
All right. So good. So this is good. I didn't catch though. Danny, did you actually know that one just offhand?
I did. I volunteer at a reenactment museum. For
Oh, all right.
history.
No
so
way.
I know a bunch of weird shit.
Yeah, you did.
You are cool.
Yeah. Trey, did you actually know it offhand as well, or did you just get staffed because he got stuck in a bathtub? It's a fact. That's a fact. It's an actual fact. He was the first one, I think, to put a bathtub in the White House, and then he got stuck in it because he's so fat. And he couldn't get out of the bathtub.
That's how I feel when I get out of the bathtub.
That is also true. K Fox says it's true. It is true. K Fox just backed me up.
Thank you, K Fox. What he definitely needs is people backing up his ridiculous
K Fox
factoids.
they're my people. K Fox. Yes. Knew he had it. Couldn't think of anyone after one that might have had it. Okay, so that was good. That was a good way of approaching it. All right, let's move on to our fifth question. Is that right?
Yep.
Fifth question.
What is the name of the island between the two waterfalls at Niagara Falls?
All right, what is the name of the island between the two waterfalls at Niagara Falls? 60 seconds on the clock. K Fox, since you just joined us, we do this every night at 7 o'clock, some live trivia. If you want to participate, throw your answer in the chat, and we'll give you a make-believe internet point that isn't worth anything. But if you have the most make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything at the end of the game, then you get bragging rights for the day. We will even, you can even type up an acceptance speech. We'll read that out, as probably ridiculous as it might be. And if you have the most make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything at the end of the week on Sunday, we will send you this t-shirt. You get a t-shirt. Any size you want that we happen to have. And those are all small. That's, that's not true, but I couldn't stop talking. All right, 10 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in. The name of the island between the two waterfalls at Niagara Falls. We need that answer in.
I like
right.
Steve's answer.
Time
Could you
is
read
up.
that out loud, please?
Yeah, Steve's answer. I mean, you can also read them if you'd like.
It's better if you read this one.
Okay, if you say so. Let's see. Steve's answer. Stupid people in Barrels Island.
That's a style point.
Because that's where they end up, you think? Just stuck on the island? I like it. All right, let's go down the line and see what we had for answers, because time's up. I already said that. Misty Island.
You
says
just
Sherry.
cannot stop talking. You're a funny man.
Yeah, Misty Island, said Sherry, which I like. I think that's a great answer, because it's definitely very misty there. Right?
Never
There's
stop talking.
no, just it's been 43 years now. I came out talking, and then I never stopped. We have Honeymoon Point. We have Goat Island / Iris Island, which seems like cheating if you have two different islands. Are there two islands? Oh my God, did we mess this up? No, don't know. Honeymoon Point, Three Sisters, Goat Island, Island of Mist, still like that. Stupid People in Barrels Island, Goat Island, and Big Island.
The answer is Goat Island.
Goat Island. All right.
I'm assuming that Danny knows something I don't know, which I'm now going to Google.
Yeah, Danny's gonna tell us now that we're wrong.
It used to be named Iris Island
Oh, before it got goats,
before it got goats.
and then it got goats, and the goats ate all the irises, and now it's Goat Island.
Sounds
Oh.
like
That
bonus
could
point
be a
to me.
theory.
What was that, Karen?
I said, that sounds like a bonus point to me.
Do you think so? All right. Do we give a bonus point for what it used to be called?
For teaching me something?
Yeah.
I'm still looking on Wikipedia.
You're like, you don't trust Danny. It sounds very made up. If you say it with enough confidence, you can convince anyone. You're like, well, before Goat Island, it was Irish Island, an island named after Iris Yosemite, who later also founded Yosemite National Park. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, then that must be real. People who got Goat Island. So Danny got it first, it looks like.
I gave Danny 2 points.
Yeah, 2 points for Danny. Maybe a third if you decide Iris Island is actually worth
I don't
it.
see anything about Iris Island.
Oh,
2 points.
She made it up. Oh my goodness. Karen gets an A point.
Tired of Googling. so
and
I'm gonna
K
stop.
Fox gets a point. Joins us for the first question and nails it. Knocks it out of the park. Batting 1,000, K Fox. Love it. All right, so let's go to question number. Well, this was question 5.
Yes.
Let's go down. How are we doing in terms of the runnings right now? Because we're halfway through, everybody. There are 10 questions. Who's winning?
Danny's winning.
Ooh,
Good job, Danny.
Danny winning.
Danny has 7 points. Trey has 5 points. Melissa has 3 points. Robert, Heather, Shaggy, Karen, and K Fox have 1 point. And Sherry has 2 points.
Oh, Sherry's got 2 points. All right, so look at that. So this is good. Everybody's still in the mix. You can still win this if you get it. So Jenny says, copied from Wikipedia, Goat Island, previously called Iris Island, in parentheses.
Listen here. Just because I'm not good at the internet tonight.
Jenny, I don't know why you're getting so mouthy with us. We already determined that was fake, and now you have to go and prove that it's real. And I don't
I
appreciate
swear
it.
to God, I pulled up that article.
And it'll end at 5. Oh, Trey's got to go off for bike riding because it's...
Oh, yeah, it says it right there at the top.
Yeah. At the top. At the top? You missed the top?
I went to
page?
I went to the history section.
That
It doesn't
was-
say anything about it in the history section.
You missed it at the top of the page where it
Yeah.
says it. Yeah, no, you know what, Jenny?
I went to the history section.
I take everything back that I said about you, Jenny. She is very bad at the internet.
Real bad.
Oh my goodness. Rob says, so you're saying full of goats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's full of goats.
Well, just like our Canary Island was full of dogs.
Mm-hmm.
They named it after dogs.
We could go there with a boat and get a goat.
Oh my God. Can we have a goat, babe?
And we could get their goats.
I want a goat. I want
want-
a tiny, tiny goat.
You want a Goat Island goat?
I want a baby goat. And when it gets too big, I want to trade them for a new baby goat.
And just
And I dress it up in sweaters and carry it around.
you want a baby goat subscription? Is that what
Yeah.
you're asking?
I want
for?
a goat the size of my cat.
I feel like this would be very popular, but I feel like it would also probably not be ethical in any way.
Danny says we could do baby goat yoga. I have recently started doing yoga, so that really appeals to my interests.
K Fox would like us to start a goat stream, a baby goat stream, which I think
With all of our baby goats.
might be the $1 million idea here, where it's just a room full of tiny baby goats.
I know a zoo.
And
We
then
go borrow goats.
you give us $100, you can come lay down in the room with all the baby goats. Jenny says Danny needs another point. We've got 2 people now going for that. Shaggy says, my God, it's
All right, you get an
full of
extra point for
goats."
teaching me something, and because I'm bad at the internet, and because it's Friday. This extra point brought to you by Reed's Extra Ginger Beer.
And the internet. No goat yoga. They do poop on you. Yeah, but then that's fine, right? Because that's good for your skin.
Poop is natural.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's like a mud mask, depending on what they ate.
People who have survived colon cancer aren't afraid of poop.
That's true. That is true. Do they have quarter goats like quarter horses? They have miniature goats. I know that, which is right. Tiny little goats. They've got fainting goats. Then you go bah, and they go, and then they fall over, and that's pretty awesome.
Tennessee fainting goats.
When you get your baby goats, let's get goats. You want a big burlap brick.
When your baby goat gets big, I have a burlap bag, a brick, and I live on a lake.
Steve, no!
Steve, you're a horrible
No.
human being, but I love you anyway somehow.
You're like the people we don't like on Tiger King.
yes.
That's what you are right now.
Now I want to rewatch Tiger King.
Yeah. All right. So let's go on to our 6th question.
What is the last name of the family featured on Father Knows Best?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. The last name of the family featured on Father Knows Best. I assume it would be the last name of Father. That makes sense. I mean, he's the father and he knows best. So if you know that. Danny says she's never seen Tiger King, which is, that just means that you're smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah, but if you are having a day when you are feeling particularly down on yourself for any reason, you should watch The Tiger King and you will immediately feel better about yourself.
That is true. That is a fact. Rob would like to move on. Apparently, we were too excited about goats for Rob.
Listen here,
Yeah. I don't know
mister.
what-
I will talk about goats for as long as I want to.
as long as I freaking want
I
to.
love goats. My mom loves goats. Goats are dope.
Are you all about goats? Is that what you're saying?
Totes my goats.
Yeah, you are. Just totally about goats. Sherry says it's the last name's Baskin. Is that right? Is that... Huh? No, it's not? Oh, all right. 60 seconds is up. Let's take a look at all the answers.
You have reached 100 messages today with Restream Chat.
Yeah, we have. That's very nice. Let's see. Shaggy comes in first with McLeod. Steam believes that father knows best is the father's last name was Best.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, father knows best.
That's a
and
funny joke you did there.
the family's name, I guess, is Best, and he knows them.
Style point.
Tiger King doesn't interest me at all, says Shaggy. I know what you're saying. I hear you, and I agree with you entirely. Go watch it. Don't tell anybody you watched it. You don't have to say that you watched it. It's fine.
Yeah, your secret's safe with us.
Yeah, but you just go, it's a little piece of nothing you thought existed.
It's what you call a guilty pleasure.
It's like those videos on YouTube where they show you things from the deep, right? And you see like a Dumbo squid or something like that, a Dumbo octopus, and you're like, what? That's a thing? Or they show you like a tapeworm that's like 40 feet long, and you're like, how is that even possible? That's what that's like, but it's like Middle America.
Yeah,
That's
the
the
literal middle of America.
Yeah, that is actually.
Shaggy would rather watch paint dry.
Yeah, well, there is that show. It's longer.
It's on HGTV.
It's on HGTV. Zing. All right. Danny said Anderson. Karen said Johnson. K Fox says I don't know that one. That's okay.
That's honest.
Yeah, we appreciate that. In the future, K Fox, if you want to, you can go for a style point and just try and write something that'll make Caitlin laugh.
Good night, K-Fox.
Have a good night, K Fox. We'll be back here at 7:00 Eastern United States time, tomorrow and every day after that.
Are you in England?
Yeah, midnight. I don't know what midnight place is. Where are you, K Fox? Where in the world are you? Because it's not midnight here. But just so you know, if you were to come back here at 11 p.m., like about 11 p.m., I would assume, your time, we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll be in 23 hours.
Yeah.
England. K Fox is England. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool.
Boom,
Awesome.
nailed it.
You're so good at this. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, K Fox. We will see you maybe tomorrow.
Good night.
Yep. Bye. Steam says, did anyone watch the Tiger King follow-up
I did.
interviews? Nobody else had answers. I think those were
Well,
all
two
of
people
the
got
answers.
it right.
All right. Who got it right?
Anyone who said Anderson.
Anderson, Mr. Anderson. Sherry's went with Johnson, by the way, along with Baskin, but not correct. Anderson. I just saw the one Anderson, I think. Where did I miss? Did I miss an Anderson?
You did. I think it was Melissa.
How did I miss that?
Hang on.
Did I miss an Anderson? Danny got Anderson.
Oh, maybe
I
it
see
was
that.
on-
Johnson. We had a Johnson and an Anderson.
I'm just a crazy person. Don't
That's
worry
okay.
about me.
No, that's fine. You're not. If anybody else said Anderson and we missed it, let us know, please. But it looks like Danny gets 2 points for Anderson. Robert says, I just shared the YouTube stream to my Twitter, Facebook. To Twitter to Facebook. You did a chain of sharing. You did YouTube to Twitter to Facebook.
That's awesome.
I'm going to open this. I'm going to regret this, but I'm opening this. Yeah. Okay. So on his Facebook, there is a Twitter. There's a tweet of our show from what would happen on YouTube. That is, I don't know if I count that or not. The rules were, I feel like I should give you a point just for creativity. You definitely get a style point for that. But I feel like maybe we should give him a point for just the creativity of sharing. But, all right, let's move on to question number 7. Is that right?
Yes. What sport features a series of bouts known as a barrage?
a barrage. 60 seconds on the clock. What sport?
Rhymes with garage.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know a sport that has garage, which would auto racing,
That doesn't have a garage.
but not a barrage. If
Two R's.
If auto racing had barrages, I would watch it more often.
Would you?
Like, yeah, if they just shot like artillery into the race from time to time,
A barrage.
yeah, that would be amazing. You're like, oh, just dodged that one. Woo, that was crazy. Here's my view on how you can make NASCAR the most watched sport in America. I believe it's already very popular. It's either one of the biggest or it's like the biggest growing one. But here it is, all right? 2 words. I just need 2 words. 2 words, and they rhyme. 2 words that rhyme. This transforms the entire sport of NASCAR. You ready? The words are beer and deer. Beer and deer.
Beer deer?
No. You make the drivers drink, and then you put wild deer out on the track. And everybody watches it. Again, probably not ethical. Probably about as ethical as our baby goat subscription. But 60 seconds are up. I'm just saying everybody would watch that. Let's see. Melissa said she didn't answer, so you were wrong on that.
Sorry.
Sherry went with rugby. She was the first one in with rugby. Melissa agreed, as did Christina. So 3 rugbies. Jenny went with badminton. I like that. Pull a badminton out from time to time if you're not sure. Steve went with the naked slip and slide. Robert says, me after 20 minutes of eating beans. Not a sport per se, but I do see what you're getting after. Yeah. And the, let's see, the bar spout barrage. The bar spout barrage.
I don't know what that means. Style point.
Highlight. I believe is what Karen went with.
Highlight.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Not often that highlight gets mentioned. I'm not sure. Is that actually it's spelled? I feel like it's spelled.
High a lie. Yep.
Yeah, it is? Okay. Shaggy also went with highlight. Steam says he definitely watched. Robert says, so you're saying I-495 on the news this afternoon, not NASCAR.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, that too. That also. All right, so what was the correct answer?
Fencing. Nobody gets a point.
Fencing! Oh my goodness, so many people went with
Suck
rugby.
on that, participants.
Everyone went with rugby. I thought that had to be it.
Rugby
then
and highlight.
Highlight came in. I'm like, well, that's a good guess as well. I thought badminton was the dark horse, but no, fencing. Barrages of fences. Where you throw fences at each other.
That's not it.
That's a sport, right?
Nope.
No. You jump over fences.
Nope.
But
That's hurdling.
you install fences quickly.
That's being a handyman.
That's I'm not good at sports. Okay.
Well, you're very pretty.
All right. What is our 8th question? Well, this is the 8th question, right?
Yes, this is the one I'm going to mispronounce.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Thank you. I feel like is this really the 8th question or it's the 9th question?
This is the 8th question. There's 2 more questions after this one.
All right. I feel like there's almost not enough space in the thing that I copied and pasted. So we'll see.
I'm looking at the list of questions.
Christina says all wrong. Wow. Yeah. Danny says fencing. You play with Sharpie pointy things with corks. So you're building a fence, right? Is that... I'm so confused. That's not the same thing? What is our next question?
By the way, Steve gets a style point for naked slip and slide.
Oh, good. Excellent.
What is the common name for the condition singultus? Singultus.
I spent a lot of my life this way. That's the hint. Where I couldn't get girls to go out with me.
Singultus.
Is that not it?
Chronic loneliness. That's
Yeah.
your answer.
60 seconds on the clock. That's not the right answer?
It's
No.
not the right answer.
All right. The common name for singultus.
Singultus.
I have a guess. Would you like my guess?
You've seen the answer. You don't get a guess.
No. You sure? I feel like it's a good one.
Okay, fine. Don't give it away like fucking Taft, though.
No, I believe that it is. I believe. I don't know. You know what? I'll wait because I've got a guess. I'll wait till the end just so I don't mess it up just in case. But I don't feel like it
You can be the
possibly
first person to guess.
Yeah.
How about that?
No, I want to be the first person who guesses.
Okay.
We've got all kinds of guesses. Sherry comes in first with masturbation. That's
Good one.
Yeah.
Style point.
that was along the lines of what I was going to go
Oh.
with. It's very similar. Very similar to that. Steam goes with herpes. Sorry. That was Shaggy goes with herpes. Steam goes with one testicle.
I like that one. Style
Just
point.
a single testicle. And time is up. Melissa went with one lung. I was going to go...
Oh, that's very clever because tussis is to do with the lungs.
Tussin. Robitussin.
Yeah, that's a very clever answer. You know what? Melissa gets a style point for being so clever.
I was going to say it was kind of like masturbation, except when a woman pleasures herself orally. You have to be very bendy.
There's nothing wrong with you.
It only happens at Cirque du Soleil, but everywhere else, but that's what it's called. I'm pretty sure that's the
There's
word
something
for
terribly wrong with you.
it. Yeah. It's like single cunnilingus. You combine them.
There's no T in that. Anyway, the answer
There is if you're doing it.
the answer is the hiccups.
You get the T and the A. What's that?
Hiccups.
Hiccups! We got someone who got that!
Danny got it.
Danny got it! This isn't even fun anymore, Danny.
You're too good, Danny.
Oh, God damn it, Danny. All right, next time, Danny has to be drunk. It's the only way it makes it
I'm
fair.
trying to throw in style points, though. I'm trying.
You're
not to
doing a
have
good
to
job.
I'm trying not to have to do like a final speech because I don't want to. So
You know,
I start getting messy by question 9. It's me like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore.
you can nominate another participant to give your
Acceptance speech.
acceptance speech
Yeah.
at the end.
Yeah,
An
nominate someone
unwitting
else.
participant, if you
I
want.
feel like Drunk Karen might have a shot at it. I feel like this could be really good.
Drunk Karen didn't want to give sober Karen's acceptance speech.
No,
but
yeah,
maybe
Sober Karen, not a shot. I don't think Sober Karen would ever do it. Drunk Karen, there's
Might.
a chance. There's a chance. It could be
I
good.
nominate Steve.
Steam.
All
Okay,
right.
get ready,
He's
Steam.
full of knowledge.
Yeah, he
Steam's
is.
full of something. That is for sure.
Yep, and it's probably singletus.
Are you ready for the 9th question?
Yes, let's do the 9th question, which would be...
Our penultimate question.
You already knew the answer to that. That's cheating.
I'm like Danny. I'm very smart.
All right, what is our 9th question? Second to last question.
I need the full name for this answer.
Full name.
What is the name of the character Dustin Hoffman plays in Rain Man?
What is the name of Dustin Hoffman's character in Rain Man? Full name. Need the full name. 'Cause
That'll be a first name and a last name. Don't need a middle name.
Yeah.
Smart asses.
first name's probably pretty easy, I would think. Last name might be a little trickier, but I don't know. 60 seconds on the clock.
Well, it's Friday, so we got to be a little trickier.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I still feel like I could get it, though. Because I feel like it's in the movie.
He does say his name fairly frequently in the movie.
Yeah. So I think I think that I don't think this is a terribly hard one. I think you guys should be able to get this. I'm just saying. If you don't, we will make fun of you.
I don't think that's true.
Shaggy says Charlie Brown. I'm going to make fun of him.
Okay, you can make fun of Shaggy.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not Charlie Brown.
This is my last ginger beer, babe. We should have gotten more of them.
Okay. That's definitely a reason to go out of quarantine. All right. Let's see. 10 seconds about on the clock. Get it? Let's see. Jenny says, I can quote it. I buy my underwear at Kmart.
Who doesn't, honestly?
Get those answers in. Karen, that's just one name. You need both names. Both names, the full name.
Well, there's a dot.
A dot.
Dot.
Steam, that is one name. You need two names. I'm saying this. You've got one name down. People. All right. Let's start from the top and see. Let's see. What do we have? We have new personal best from Steam with 4 style points. Jenny guessed one leg, by the way, for the previous one. We just saw that. Christina says Sex 101 here. Yeah. I feel like this is Sex 101. I don't think I ever graduated from Sex 101, so that's, yeah. Karen says Danny's in charge. Steam says I'm down. I'm assuming he wants to give some 101. That's my guess. MR Smartass. Steam says to Cruise's brother, which he meant Tom.
Tom Cruise's
Tom
brother.
Cruise's brother.
Mr. Tom Cruise's brother.
Mr. Tom Cruise's brother.
What was our name from yesterday?
Sir Isaac Ichabod.
God.
No, sorry, Sir Isaac. No, Sir Larry Isaac Ichabod.
Something.
Bird.
Bird.
Yes. Goat Island Bird. Let's see. Tom Mapother.
Mopother.
Mopother, says Sherry. Raymond Livingston, says Danny. Eric Trump, says Melissa. And Karen was just able to get Raymond. Christina just was able to say, just all the air escaped out of her. Christina, I turned off all the music to make it better for you, and it's not working. I'm so sorry. I tried. All right, so what is the correct answer? Raymond is correct
Right.
because Raymond and Rain Man.
Yeah.
That was the connection. He used to call him Rain Man because he was young.
And that would have been too easy. That's why I asked for the last name,
Yeah,
too.
and what was his last name?
Babbitt.
Babbitt. Don't you remember that? Because he was talking to, he kept saying Charlie Babbitt, which is Tom's
Charlie
character,
Babbitt.
Tom Cruise's character. What's that?
Charlie Babbitt.
Yeah, Charlie Babbitt. And so Charlie Babbitt, which meant he was then Raymond Babbitt. Which no one got. I feel like I should make fun of everyone for this. That is Charlie Babbitt.
Danny at least attempted a last name.
6 minutes.
Karen was honest with her answer.
Yeah. 6 minutes to Wapner.
6 minutes.
6 minutes to Wapner.
6 minutes to walk.
Boxer
Would
shorts from
you,
Kmart.
would you have gotten it, Keith?
Yes, I would
He
have
would've
gotten
gotten
that. I would have gotten that. Because Charlie Babbitt was his brother.
He's so good with names.
And Rayman and Raymond, I would have been able to piece it together.
Yep.
Yep. I wouldn't have known it. Like, if you had just said it to me, like, say it right now, I'd have been like, "Ugh." But with 60 seconds, I knew where to get the information. I would have had it.
I'm total garbage with names, which is why it's really good that Keith is so good with names. My dad will call me every once in a while, or while we're just already talking on the phone, he'll be like, I watched this movie with, it's that British guy. He's in this movie. And I'm like, what? I inherited my shittiness with names from you. Why are you asking me?
Rowan Atkinson.
It was Jude Law was
Oh,
the
Jude
answer.
Law. I tried. So, Christina, just for the record, I'm trying to research how I can do a thing called ducking, which is, so when I talk, the music turns down automatically, right? And it's just my voice. And then when I stop talking, the music comes back in. Just for you, just so that it makes things easier to hear. So I'm working on that. That's going to be the I feel like that's going to be a good compromise. We have some music, but then, Sherry says you meant it was Benedict Cumberbatch.
My dad hates Benedict Cumberbatch.
I didn't know that was his real name. I thought it was Bumblebee Humpty Dance. I swore to God that's not correct. I thought that was it. So that's really awkward. That's been for a while.
Do you know what Benedict Cumberbatch's most loyal fans called themselves for a while?
No, what?
Cumberbitches.
I thought it was going to be Penguins.
Penguins.
By the way, look it up on the internet. If you have not already, Benedict Cumberbatch cannot say the word penguin.
And he was in a movie called Penguins.
He was in a movie called Penguins, and he actually narrated a documentary about penguins.
Technically, the documentary was about an island.
That had
and it
penguins.
included penguins.
Yes.
So,
penguins.
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 There are interviews out there with him talking about himself mispronouncing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he was in the movie Penguins.
And then he was in the movie. It was on the Graham Norton show. It did a really good segment about it.
It was so great because he was like, here I was doing the narration. And you would think one of the producers would have been like, hey, just a quick second. That's not how you say penguins. But no, they
Nope.
just let him go. And they were like, sounds great.
Good job, Benedict Cumberbatch.
All right. So, what is our last question?
This is one of my favorite trivia questions.
Favorite trivia.
I don't know people names well, but I often know names for things that people don't think have names. Like I know the name of this. What is the name of the hard piece of plastic at the end of a shoelace?
The name of the hard piece of plastic at the end of a shoelace. Has an actual name. 60 seconds on the clock. Get the last answer in. Somebody get that first one. Robert says, I think you should play Metallica on volume 10 the entire time. I love this idea.
Oh, Sherry's thinking super hard.
And then after I do that, I will get sued 1,000 times because Metallica are dicks that way. So just for the record.
Danny says the waxy stick bit.
The waxy stick bit. Oh, we have a couple of answers coming in. I like that we have 3 different ones that are all very slightly different.
Yep.
Very slightly different.
They're also very slightly wrong.
Yes. Are you talking about the hole that it goes into?
No, it's the piece of plastic at the end of the shoelace.
That goes into the hole. What would you call the hole that it goes into?
I would call it an eyelet.
Yeah, you would. All right, time is up. Let's take a look at the answers. Just warned all of the people who are like, I'm just gonna copy them. One of them has to be. No, God, why? Oh.
Danny gets a style point for waxy sticky bit.
Yes, definitely a style point for that.
Yeah, Sherry, I could see by your face that you used to know what that was called because you were like, God, what is the word?
Oh, goodness. All right, so let's see. We had several inlets, eyelets, or icelets. We had a waxy sticky bit.
Karen's Facebook is locked. She answered in Zoom. Can you look in your Zoom?
Oh, can I look in Zoom? Sure, I guess I can. I should be able to do that. I am a person of knowledge and ability.
Good job. Open the
So,
chat.
yeah, let's see. Chat. Englot. Fugelbinder. It started with
Style
Englot,
point for Karen.
and then went to Fugelbinder. I like that it was like icelet, inlet, eyelet. Someone else is Inglot, and they're all wrong, and they're like Fugelbinder. I don't fucking care anymore. Whatever. This is great.
Cocktail.
It's
We're
a
calling cocktail the Flugelbinder.
Oh, is it in Cocktail? The movie Cocktail? I didn't know that.
You get a style point for knowing that.
I would have guessed that would be in Little Mermaid. That sounds like something that was in The Little Mermaid. Shaggy says food, or at least my cat thinks so.
Oh.
Robert says used condoms. Oh my God, I'm never borrowing your shoes, just for the record.
Don't borrow Robert's shoes.
No, oh God. Do not give those to Goodwill. That is not Goodwill at all. You need to donate yourself to Salvation Army because you need that. All right. Let's see. That's a Snarfblatt in Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I thought Snarfblatt was something else.
I thought it was something that had air in it.
Snarfblatt. Yeah. Dinglehopper's the fork/comb, right?
Yeah.
Snarfblatt, I think, was something. Oh, it's a pipe. It was a pipe where you blow bubbles out of it. Yep. Nailed it. Nailed it, Sherry. You are smart. I'm going to go ahead and say that nobody got this one.
Nobody got it right.
No. What would the actual word be?
Do you know it?
I think I do, but
Do you want to guess?
no. Go ahead.
Aglet.
Aglet.
A-G-L-E-T, the aglet. And this little trough that connects your nose to your upper lip is
Yeah.
called a philtrum.
A philtrum. So, yeah. Like, Drunk Karen got very close.
You got really close.
E-N-G-L-O-T. Englot.
Englot.
Aglet. Oh, it's
An
so...
englot sounds German.
Yeah. I feel like it's just drunk different enough. That's like what it was the right answer, but then their fingers were like, I got this. Don't worry about it. I'll take it from here. I'm going to make it.
I remember Flugelbinder first.
And then you spelled it.
That's fantastic. Oh, that's so great. This is not a crazy free for all Friday like some of the other ones have
No.
been.
People are tired of our shit.
Right. They're like, shut up. This is dumb. We've been here for a month.
Would
No-
you like to go down the shares?
Nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for a month.
7 days.
Yeah, let's do that. And for those people who got style points, why don't you type those in the chat so we can find out who the king or queen of style is for the night. Let's take a look at the shares. I just see me. That's the only one. That's super weird. So that no extra points there. Let's give a point to Rob though for being
One for Robert.
He didn't share it the way we would have expected him to share it, but I give him a point for being creative.
Great.
Yeah, I think he was creative.
Steve, you better get ready to write an acceptance speech on somebody else's behalf.
Yeah, Steam. It seems like you're gonna be big into this. By the way, we've got some other information for you, just so you know. We have determined that Rob is gross. That's good to know. We were all
Who
agree on
determined that?
Um,
I think you did get 2 style points, Danny.
yeah. Christina said it was that he's gross,
Oh,
and
okay.
then Jenny said, "Ooh, Rob," which basically means Rob is gross. So that's 2. We've got 2 votes that Rob is gross.
And one of them's from his wife.
Right. Well, she would really know. Sherry says, "Did you try injecting Clorox?" I don't know what that's pertaining to, but no. I know that was something that was suggested, perhaps by people who aren't doctors. And some people went to Facebook after that and said, everyone, whatever you do, do not inject like Clorox or detergent into your
The
body.
maker of Lysol came out and was like, please, for the love of God and everything holy, don't do that.
Right. And just for the record, if you put Lysol in your body, I am not going to put out a warning that you shouldn't do this. And because the people who did put warnings out, I feel like are doing a disservice because, ladies and gentlemen, this is a problem that was going to solve itself. Right? We didn't need to intervene at all here. That was going to take care of itself. Right? And then we would be better off for it, I feel like. If you have the entire history of human knowledge at your fingertips just by going onto the internet and searching, and instead you go, nah, I'm gonna YOLO this one. I feel like it was probably for the best. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying. So, Jenny would also like to point out that the skin on the bony side of your elbow is called the weenus.
That's true.
The
I know someone who
weenus.
tried to pierce his own weenus.
Look at my weenus right here. Everybody check out my weenus. Oh, it's very flexible.
I used to know what this is called.
That called the webbing there.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
know someone who pierced that too.
Thumb
Might have been the
webbing.
same guy.
You
I cut mine.
said medicine doesn't work here or something.
Yeah. We
It's a quote. It's
a
a quote
quote.
from like a documentary or something about Bellevue Hospital, I think it was.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who just wandered the halls and he
8 hours
said-
a day.
8 hours a day and said, nothing works here. Medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years. And he had been there for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think. And so that was all he did, just over and over again. And that's the only stuff he said, except I think they interviewed him and he was like perfectly salient.
Perfectly lucid, but he just wandered the halls repeating those 3 lines over and over
Just
again.
yelling them. Like, yeah, nothing works here. The medications don't work. I've been here for 7 years.
Yeah.
And they're like, none of that's true. None of, and so, yeah, so sometimes we say that. It's a very, it's a weird callback because nobody else seems to know about
Yeah, it's
it.
just us.
But something that we do around the house all the time. By the way, Danny's, who we believe has won because...
Danny has won with 12 points.
Yeah, so Danny has an acceptance speech that she'd like to
Here we
make.
go.
Mm-hmm, yeah, Danny wanted to make an acceptance speech for winning
no,
tonight.
Steve actually made my acceptance.
No,
I'm not
I know, it's
saying
right here. I see it.
It's definitely from you, though.
but I don't.
Yeah, no, it's...
I feel awkward saying.
No, that's fine. Danny has an acceptance speech that she has typed
Just
up.
read it.
And I'm going to read it out. This is straight from Danny, just everyone, just so you know.
Definitely from Danny.
Yeah, absolutely from Danny with nobody else's help. Danny said, I would like to thank my mom because she likes to grab Caitlin's boobs. 4 style points, by the way.
So, in the real world, Steve's mom did grab my boobs.
Oh, okay.
Steve's mom is really fond of my rack, as it turns out.
That's not wrong. That's just human nature.
I love that woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's one of my favorite people on the planet.
Katie Katie joined us. McCombs joined us.
You can do it.
I haven't seen her in forever. She used to come out to TDP shows. Lives out in Front Royal or somewhere out there now. Has a beautiful little kid and stuff. I think used to be friends with Eric. But yeah, hello. You missed all the trivia. Trivia starts at 7. You should come tomorrow. We do it every night. Every single night at 7 o'clock. You can come and tell people. Yeah, Melissa says you didn't thank your unicorn, Danny. That's rude. Just talked about boobs the whole time.
I think one of many unicorns I have. I have about 20.
20?
That's a fine flock of unicorns, Danny.
I feel like if it's more than one unicorn, you can't call it a unicorn anymore because it's not alone. It's
No, it's a flock of unicorns.
That's a 20 corn.
A 20 corn.
Yeah. I never thought I would be giving that speech. Thanks, Danny. Well, there you go. But Katie said that I have a beautiful weenus, by the way. So, anyone, what is a flock of unicorns called? Oh, it is called an imaginary.
Yeah.
An imaginary of unicorns. So that...
No.
What?
They're real. They are real.
No,
They are the national animal of Scotland.
Yeah, they're totally real. But when you get a flock of them, it's just called an imaginary. Because they're not real. Don't worry about it, Danny. It's fine. Everything's good. So that's the end. That's the last question. We've got the winner and everything like that. We've got all of the points. Everything is settled out. I think Steve, with his 4 points, got the most style points for the night. So he is the king and queen of style. Both. He can do both.
Steve do what he want.
Google says it's a blessing of unicorns.
Oh.
Yeah, it's more like a bless your heart of
Look
unicorns.
at you using the internet
It's a bless your heart
like
of
a
unicorns.
professional.
Where they go, oh, look, there's a bunch of unicorns. And you're like, oh, bless your heart. They're like, yes, it's a bless your heart of unicorns. All right. So that is the end of the show, everyone. Thanks for participating for our folks who were on the meeting and on the show for a Free-for-All Friday. Let's go through the details. Once again, we do this every night at 7 o'clock. You can come join us. You can get points in several different ways. 1, be here first. Say first in the chat. You get a point. If you answer a question correctly in the time allotted, you get a point. If you're the first one to answer a question correctly, you get a point. That's 2 points if you get it right and first. Right? Makes sense. If you share the show, particularly on Facebook, you get a point. All right? And that's, I think, all of them. That's all of the ways you can get points. At the end, we tally up all the points, and there's a winner. They get the bragging rights for the day. If you get the most points for the entire week, we will give you a T-shirt. You're the winner for the week. And I got the T-shirt right here. Look at the T-shirt. Yeah! All of this is brought to you by my podcast, Another Wasted Hour. Go like that on Facebook there, or subscribe to us there on YouTube or on Twitch. Go do that. And make sure that you follow us and like us and do the alerts and stuff. And that way you'll know when we come on and you can get that first point. That's very important. Go check out the podcast. It's on all your podcasting spots. You can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. It's free. There's about 140 episodes to go check out. There's trivia. There's some really crazy, fun, internet news that we found, and you'll be exposed to some really great talented artists in the Washington DC area. So go check that out. There's some really great musicians and music you've probably not heard or been exposed to. And as I said, it's free, and there's a bunch of episodes out there to go check out. So go do that. We'd appreciate it, and leave reviews. Do the things that you do if you really like something. We do this every night at 7 o'clock, so come back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And that's all of it, right? So until tomorrow, everyone stay safe, stay home, stay healthy. I did it in a different order, and that's fine.
Free for all Friday.
It's Free for All Friday. Do those things. We're going to get through this, and we're going to get through it together. You're going to keep us sane. We'll keep you sane. We'll entertain each other. Have something to look forward to every night, because at 7 o'clock every night we will be here till they let us out of our houses. And so, yeah, until then, goodbye and good night.